Hi everyone, so welcome in. Maybe you're tuning in at midnight to see the new Spellbinders June 2024 club kits. Thanks for being here. I will go through what is the Deluxe Caboodle. So that is the value kit with all the club kits in it. And so if you're signed up to individual ones, you'll still see them here. But I'm going to show the whole Deluxe Caboodle minus the Better Press plate for the month because I do not have it. But it is a beautiful full plate that has like palm leaf kind of look to it. I believe it's called Summertime Palms. So I will have that hopefully soon for you, but I don't have it today. So these items were sent free of charge from my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So thank you for doing that. If you would like to use them, again, they're just down under the video title, usually like says show more or something like that, to get into the description box. So we're just going to hop right to it. I will say there is a free bonus item, of course, in the Deluxe Caboodle that I will also show you. That is only available if you receive the Deluxe Caboodle. And if you are a new member, you can sign up on the 6th of the month. It opens up. Sometimes it opens up the late hours of the 5th. But either way, whenever you see my next video for the club kits, that means they are open. So that's late on the 5th or, on the 6th if it is held until the actual 6th. And then there's a blackout period at the end of the month. So if you are a current subscriber, you can make your changes right now. And you will want to do that, I believe, before the 5th, because I think on the 5th is when they actually charge your credit card, or your card, whatever it is that you're holding it, and then it goes out after that. So just know to make those changes before you can. So let's get right to it. And then, of course, you get 10% off the site as a club member, and then bonuses here and there and fun things like that. Early access to the new launches and all that kind of stuff. So let's go to the embossing folder of the month. That's usually where I begin. It is this guy right here. It is called Summertime Waves, and as you can see, this is the standard, again, embossing folder. So just however you would run this through any machine you have that can accommodate something that is 5 3/4 by 8 3/4. It actually embosses an area that is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. So it's great for slim lines, all kinds of different project sizes you can pop in here. Now I'm back into scrapbooking quite often. You can definitely make some really nice matte layers with texture with these guys because you have a larger space, right, for like a 5 by 7 matte even for a larger picture. But anyway, it has these beautiful lines you can see there. And the difference between a standard and a 3D embossing folders. 3D embossing folders are usually a little thicker, but it's the way they are created. So these standard embossing folders, as you can see, the design comes up, it goes across, it goes down. It comes up, it goes across, it goes down, right? So these lines, they're very straight. Just go straight up, across, down, But with a 3D embossing folder, it's like carved in there, like I would say, like carved butter, like marble, like a statue, like whatever it is that you would carve. So you have hills and valleys and all this smooth and round kind of features. This is a 3D embossing folder of the month. It's called Summertime Citrus Twist. And how cute is that? I mean, I have so many things already I know that can go with this, with that cute little kind of citrus look to them, or lemonade, or like your strawberries. Like I can just imagine all these different things. So this guy, again, it kind of goes up. It's a little bit curved as it, undulates back down and back up, and just really pretty. So it's just a different way that it's created that makes the lines, right? So there you go. But it generally is a thicker folder, so you need a special sandwich to run it through your machine so it works. So whatever your machine is, pay attention to what you want to use for your 3D embossing folder sandwich. Gorgeous. Again, same sizing as this guy. Look at that. Very cute. Stencil of the month. So it's called Summertime Graphics. So let's check this guy out because I feel like there's a few stencils in my hand here. So let's check these guys out. I'm assuming these... Oh, wow. Okay. So these three, and actually you could probably use that just for like a little snowy look or something, but it looks like these three go, together. So you have the beach balls, how cute is that? And then the background, well, not background, but the other, complementary colors there. And then even the center has a little stenciling. So what's really cool is that the center is always covered. So until you get here, your stencil won't have colored that area. So you can definitely make the little centers whatever color you like, and it's definitely going to pop. That is so cute. And then this guy is what I'm curious about. These make like a background, right? So like if you had these little clouds and you kind of layer them up maybe in different colors and you keep going, you'll have this different kind of just cute cloudy puffy background, right? And then we have this guy that looks to me like a sun or like a sunset or something like that, right? So you have these pieces again, you can keep do a little bit, move it, do a little bit, move it, do a little bit. So you have this like striped look that's kind of bowed. You have your sun or sunset that's already kind of bowed down there, so it goes with that. So maybe that's sand, maybe that's water, you know, and then you have this guy. And then you have one that's kind of coming up out of the clouds. So if you wanted to do the clouds, then you have the little sun kind of peeking out there. You would line this area up. It looks like it kind of goes in here possibly. Very cool. So 5 stencils there. Their clear stamp of the month is called Paradise Resort. So let's check this guy out. I am so sorry. There's like something in my throat. So photopolymer stamp sets in the club kits. Really nice size. Look at that. That's a good size. It looks like the keys, like a resort key basically. So it has the words miss you, hello from paradise, happy retirement, let's be adventurous, sending sunshine kisses and birthday wishes. And you have these like little motifs or vignettes with like the little whale tail there, and then your lighthouse and a cute kind of sun rising or setting, or however you want to play that up with the coloring of that. That's really cute. Look at that. Okay, and if you you can get the clear stamp by itself. You can do the clear stamp and the die as a set, and of course in the Deluxe Caboodle it comes all together. So you have the die set that cut the keys with the keychain. I think is really cute because it's even more delicate as it cuts out these portions here, so it's very stylized. You have these little bits with the little vignettes, and then the words hello from paradise get cut out. It looks like everything gets cut out. Yeah, so there's a die for each of the sentiments there. All right, these guys. And then this one, since it's like script, they made it more fancy like that. Very cool. This is the cutest thing. Oh my gosh, you guys. The small die of the month is called Summertime Wade Pool. And you might think, when I saw this, I'm like, is this like a Peppa? What is this? Little piggy? Look at, it's like a little animal. Okay, so you have the body. You have the little legs that dance. You have an ice cream with his little cone body that dances. And he has little arms. And then when I was putting it on here, I'm like, what is going on? Because like, these are like animals that aren't these animals. This is your little, again, wade pool. So this is like your little floaty. And then you can dress it up like little animals. Oh my goodness, you guys. This is the cutest thing. Look at his little face. But how cute is that? Accent pieces for our little guy. You have little sunglasses if you want. I mean, it is adorable. So you have the words chill and day and happy. So obviously you can play with those however you like. Super cute. I cannot wait to make one of these little floaties. I think that is the cutest. The large die of the month is called Summertime Vacay. Everything is summertime. I don't know if you see this. A lot of them are named Summertime something or other, but the large die is all this right here. This belongs to the Glimmer, but all this here. And I mean, it has everything to make all kinds of backgrounds, you know, the water look, the sand line. I mean, there's this stick right here. Sorry, goes to like the umbrella. I probably should have put it down here somewhere so it makes more sense. But you have all these different things for like clouds, for whatever it is that you want. So all these larger guys, and I'll give you kind of an idea of the sizing of some of these. It's almost 4 inches on that one. That one's just about 4 inches also. This one is like 5 inches. You have something that will help cut like, again, the sea or the sand or whatever it is you want to do with that. Would be real playful. Look at the chairs, you guys, with the umbrella. The umbrella has accent pieces for it. The chairs have their accent pieces also, some other pieces for your chair to just really deck it out. So it's going to be really fun to put together. I think this is really cute. Again, you can mix and match pretty much all these things. I mean, think about the backgrounds. It's just going to be really cute. The stitch die of the month is called Stitched Ice Cream. And it's this guy here. So you have your ice cream. Good size. I mean, this top portion, it's going to cut something that's about 1 3/4 inch, and then the bottom one, it's like 2 and almost 2.5 inches. So you have your ice cream, and then you have the inlay if you want to do the stitching. I mean, you don't have to run that through, you know, some pattern paper, run it through some just regular paper, maybe run it through an embossing folder afterwards. I mean, it's very cute, but you can also pop that in, of course, do your stitching. You have your cone, again, just nice background, but you also have these pieces that can go on top. I didn't put them together like this because they don't really inlay that way like this one does. This is its own piece, so the bottom and then the little kind of rim part here, and then you have your little cuteness for your ice cream cone. You have sentiments that you can cut, have a sweet day, and then have a cool summer. And it has a little cherry with its little bits here, and one more accent piece there. So I'm assuming it's this piece, possibly. Yeah, it's just that little rim there for the ice cream cone down here. The Glimmer, you know what? Before I forget, let me grab the foil. I'll be right back. Of course, the only day I remember to go grab it. I don't actually have the color we needed. It didn't come here with the samples, and I thought, oh yeah, I have that color, but I don't. You know why? Because I had this in mind. The color that the Glimmer month is supposed to come with this month is satin pewter. So I just grabbed something from my stash that is similar. So let's say matte silver, right? Pewter obviously is a little bit deeper, and I just grabbed this one because I figured it would be kind of softer like the satin pewter. But I have matte silver. It does say colors may vary. They're going for satin pewter being the one that you get this month. So sorry, guys. It's just called Summertime Sentiments, and you know, it's really great. I love when they have the die that just you run it all through, and you have all these sentiments. So, hello, friend. You have There Is Nothing Better Than Ice Cream and You. Hope things are sunnier soon. Oh, that's a good one. May you enjoy your retirement to the fullest. Hope your day is as relaxing as a walk on the beach. And then time for another adventure. And it's time to make summer memories. I love all these, even just for scrapbooking. You know, you have a thing and you have your little strip and you put it on your picture here and there. Cute. So, love that. So that is the Glimmer of the month, guys. Sorry, I don't have the correct one to show you here. And generally at this point I show you the wax seal and then the batter press, but like I said, I don't have the batter press with me, but I do have the wax seal of the month. It is a circular wax seal. It says Sun and Waves. And with the Glimmer and with the wax seal, if you are a current club member, you picked it up, you know, right now for this one, you will get the foil and the wax beads. If you pick it up later, next month when they open it up to everybody because you didn't sign up but you missed it and you still would like to get it, it's only going to be the wax seal, no beads. It's only going to be the plate and dies but no foil. Okay, so that's just another perk that you get as a club member. So I think that's a really nice added bonus there. So there you go with the wax seal. Cute. It has like the sun and like the, well, it says sun and waves. So basically it's like that, right? The waves are down here. The sun is up here. Cute. That's really, really beautiful. Generally, it's a 1-inch head. You can definitely take this off. And if you have any other wax seal heads, you can pop it on there. So you always get your handle every month, though. So there you go. And then look at this. The must-have wax bead mix in teal. So it's all these beautiful, very summery water kind of colors. So you have like the deeper kind of turquoise, like a little lighter, almost like a Tiffany blue. I see like a little tealish color in there, and then the gold. It's a really nice mix. Gorgeous. And oh, the little bonus, you guys, super cute. Okay, so it kind of takes after what's going on with the small die of the month because it's this guy right here. And sorry, I didn't put it on the board because I don't want to confuse people with what they're receiving if they're signing up for one of these other clubs. But it's a little watermelon slice, you guys, that also dances. It's so cute. So you have a little inlay with his little face, little seeds, all that good stuff. So you have your little watermelon, you have this background piece, you have the rind, and little heart sunglasses. And I want to say it's holding, yeah, okay. It's not eating itself. It is holding a popsicle that is like a watermelon shaped popsicle, okay? So there you go. So he likes watermelon flavor, right? So there you go. Isn't that cute? And that is your bonus die of the month. People have asked, can I pick up the bonus die later? I think they are exclusive to the kit, but like I don't know that information right now. I haven't seen any of the other bonus items being released other than like if it was a tool, like if it was like the blending brushes or things like that that they've given in the past as a bonus item. So I'm saying no, but I can try and find that out. You know, the company might change their mind later and put it out. I don't know. So let's just go with no for now. And I think that's it, guys. So in this video, what I generally do is I'll go ahead and work with a couple of these things. And then when you see the next video on the 5th or the 6th, I'll continue working with the club kits. So let me decide what I would like to work on. I usually try to do something a little faster since we did all the unboxing. And so I'll be right back. What I'll do is a stenciled background and maybe use the Glimmer and we'll go from there. So let's check this out. So I'm going to make a standard A2 size card. This is an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. So on the 11-inch side, I'm going to cut that at 5.5 inches and then score it at 4.25 in the other direction. And I know I always include this info if you're a seasoned crafter. Obviously this is repetitive, but I don't know where people are in their crafting journeys, and we all are learning. Always learning. All right, so let me just give that a nice score. And then this is just some white paper. I think that's what I'll use today. So I like to do 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. I know this is already cut at 5 1/2, so I'm going to go 4 1/8 in one direction and 5 3/8 in the other direction. That's just what I like my matte layers to be, but you know, 4 by 5 1/4 is a nice one. That's what I used to always do. I just like a little more stylized, a little tighter. You can also cut it down after you stencil, right? That's another option. All right, let's see here. I haven't thought about this at all. So beach ball, let's say red and blue, or blue and yellow, whatever you like. So I'll just start with one of them. I don't think it matters which one. And I'm just placing it, I don't think this one has registration marks because it's basically right at the edges. And I'm sorry, you know what? It's a good thing I'm using this today because I didn't give you guys sizing. It's probably 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 is what I'm assuming. The stencil itself is like 4 3/4 by 5 3/4. I assume, oh, no, hold on. 4 3/4. So in the other direction, it's going to be almost 6, yeah. But what it actually colors in, I would say, is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So there you go. I'm just going to hold that down kind of barely. I'm going to put some tape on the very edges because I am doing a full design here. And let me grab some red inks and some blue ink and maybe a little yellow dot on top, nice and fresh. So I will be right back. So let's go with the red. I mean, how cute would be pastel colors, or if it's like a party invitation, whatever your party colors are, I think that'd be really cute. I'm just going with red. So let's get this guy on here. And whenever I stencil, and I mention this every time, I like it to look more organic, but I mean, if you really want this to be like a bright red or really full of the color you're using, then just make sure you're going over a few times. But I like it to be kind of organic. So that is my red. Very cool. Put this guy away. And then we bring this guy in, and it should match up like the little centers, and that's how I'm going to eyeball it. See how like this one, I'm just kind of focusing on that one, and that looks really good the way it's basically shielding the other portion. So I'm just paying attention to that. It looks like there's a little bit of overlap here and there. Like right there, that's perfect. That looks really great. I'm not trying to make purple, but if it happens, it happens. So there's that. There, and then here, let's hold that down a little better. Yeah. Okay, so let's get some blue going. And go with this one, a little bit brighter kind of blue instead of like a deep, deep blue. Yeah, that's cute. Very summery. Oh, I let that glue tape kind of touch the paper, so I'm pushing that away. Okay, I'll just go around and get these guys going. That was a little bit rough there, so I need to... Oh, there's like a little piece of plastic here. Yeah, that's not great. Kind of blocking that piece. I'm holding it a little better because I know when I did the red, it kind of wanted to slip on me, so I'm just holding with my hand. And that's... Oh my gosh, you guys, how cute is that? And then this little guy. So, again, just kind of paying attention to these. Where that is, little center dot. And just eyeballing all around as I kind of arrange it. Just making sure we're nice and straight. That looks really good. And right up here, trying to block the other dots like I did earlier. And let's get some yellow. A real bright yellow. Oopsie. I was gonna say I had some blue on here and I kind of mixed it in with that yellow, so it might be a little green in that spot there. How cute. And I think we'll do the glimmer, so we have all sentiments, and maybe I'll bring them out for some of the other sets when we work on them, so that's a good thing to have going. cute. Okay, it's a lot of yellow on the stencil. Okay. And these were water-based dye inks, so I just rinsed this off and the stencil is good to go. Look how cute that is, super bright. I'll be right back. So just all rinsed and ready to go for the next one. And there you go. And you know what I would do every time I use them, I would line them up just so I know I have them ready to go. You know, if it's slipped or something like that, right? I suppose you could flip them all over if you wanted them facing the other way, but they're so random there isn't really a direction. But there you go. So I'll put those to the side, and you know, you can definitely make these all glittery. How fun would that be? Use some glimmer paste or glitter paste or something like that. I'm just going to glue that down. You would have the patience of a saint if you're going to do it all glittery, because you have to wait for the first layer to dry and the next layer, or just do a little glittery top. You know, the little center would be very cute. But I'm going to go ahead and glue this down, and then we'll bring out the glimmer and we'll do our glimmering. I might do the glimmer in 2 different colors, so I'll grab something from my stash because I want, I do want to show you the hello friend part of it. It does cut out separately. I didn't notice that. I thought it was all together. So you have hello and friend, so you can just do hello and then maybe the sentiments, or just hello on any card. You have the word friend. It doesn't have to be together, so that's really nice. But let me get my glimmer out and ready to go, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so glimmer is out. Turn it on. It's already plugged in. Take this off. We're going to let that warm up. And again, my foil is slightly different than what you should be receiving. I do have, I think what I'll do is different colors of paper. I'll use the same foil. So I'm going to use this deep blue paper and just some white paper. Again, the smoothest paper that you have is the best for foiling. I like thicker papers, but whatever you have, you know, try it out. It should work out just fine. I'm going to open this guy up. And I'm just going to do the same thing, but on the white paper and the blue paper. So let's just get this guy ready to go. I'm always real careful when I peel this, because even though you're on this side, it can still kind of damage the silver part or the color, which is kind of interesting. I don't know why that happens. See that? I don't know. It just happens. Okay, so, and then you always want to use a piece of your foil that is really close to the size of your plate. That way you don't get a lot of overfoiling, but that is something, to be honest, that hardly ever happens. But there we go. Let's put this here. And I always like to be able to let my sandwich out here, so I get that going. I put down my foil. The foil, the pretty color, should be facing you if you're doing it this way, and then your plate. Now, yeah, I don't really care what happens with this one because I'm going to mix and match the blue and the white. Excuse me, I'm getting all tongue-tied. So with this one, I do have a little scrap of paper. Like I said, I don't really care where this ends up foiling because I'm going to mix and match the blue and the white, so whatever looks best, I'll mix and match it that way. But definitely you want to put some tape. I'm using the same tape I just used to hold that guy down, because I'm going to take it over here when it's ready and flip it on to here. If you were going to build your sandwich here, you would put your plate facing up, right? The nice, you know, your words facing you or whatever is the design facing you. Your foil with the rough side, the silver side, it always looks silver, basically, facing up, not the pretty side, because this one's both silver. And then your paper. So that's the other way. So I'm going to do this one, and then I'm going to do the exact same thing on this guy, and then we're just going to run it through and cut them out. So, probably should have already made 2 bits that were going to help me out, so that way I don't have to work with the hot plate later, because I'm going to use the same plate. I think that's about the right size. Right. That looks about right. And then trim this part off. And these pieces I will definitely keep, because you know you're going to have something that you can foil that's this size or even smaller with a lot of sentiments. A lot of times it's one strip of wording, so I just kind of pop it back in here and put it back together in here. I do not put the piece of tape back because it's not necessary once it's shipped and all that, so just put that away. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for this to warm up, and I'll be back. Okay, it's platform ready, and I'm just going to pop this on here. Again, metal, always touching that surface, otherwise it just won't foil well and it it just doesn't work out as well. And then I would use both plates, and I put them both on here as I'm waiting. You don't have to do that. And then I press timer, and once it stops flashing, that means it's ready to go, and you can run it through your machine. As far as the Glimmer is concerned, on Spellbinders site, under the, I'll have the link there for the Glimmer if you're interested. It'll tell you what machines it's compatible with, and generally the rule of thumb is it's any machine that can take a steel rule die, right? So that thickness that you need. So that's not every machine. A lot of machines are big machines, but they still only really accept thin metal dies. So you need to make sure it's a machine that can accept like steel rule dies, and then you should be good to go. But they should have a list there. You know, off the top of my head, obviously it's the Spellbinders machines, Platinum 6, your, you know, larger, just Platinum. Sizzix, Big Shot, those kinds of things, if you're thinking about that. Vagabond, you know. Anyhow, let me put this over here and over here, and I'm just going to pause and I'll come back when it's ready. It does get sweaty when you put it on here like this because of the way I do that, but you don't, again, have to put these plates on top. You can just let it heat up and then put the plates on and run it through. Oh, it says it's ready, so how long did that take? I don't know. We were kind of chatting. I lose track of time, but there we go. I usually let it sit for another 5 or 10 seconds or so, and I did not do that really right now, but let's just go for it. And I run it through. Like I said, with the Glimmer, 99.9% of the time it's awesome as soon as I run it through. Sometimes I might have to readjust, you know, it could be the paper, it could be whatever it is. Look at that. I mean, it's awesome. Like, it just always works. Now, I'm going to take this off of here, and I do not know where my tool is. It's usually in front of me. All right, a little bit hot. I'm gonna let that cool off just a little bit because I'm going to use the same die to manipulate it to put it on here. I don't want to manipulate it quite yet. So, I'll just grab my piece of foil and let that be ready. Again, the pretty side facing you because I'm gonna put this plate on top. Not too bad. I can kind of manipulate it now. The platform is ready. That's why I pushed it back in because I was going to continue foiling. So I'm going to turn that over. It is very hot. And go ahead and press timer. Now, if you have any of those other dies or plates from Spellbinders that let you really just get what's left here onto another piece of paper, you can then cut them out, which would be really awesome. Because actually, I mean, you have the die to do it. So what it would be is the paper that's behind this foil would be showing the lettering, and then you have all that silver. Hope that makes sense. The silver to stay on there. So you just need some pressure. If you don't have one of those dies, you just put tons of, I would say tons, but maybe 3 or 4 or 5 sheets of cardstock, and then run it through, and that pressure from the cardstock should be enough to get this transferred onto whatever you want to foil. So, I mean, because look at how perfect they came out. So I would definitely try that out. But anyhow, I'm gonna wait for that to go. I'll run it through and I'll be back. So I was wondering how well this one would do since the plate was still pretty hot, but look at that. I mean, it really is the heat of the plate that's gonna get this going for you. Let me turn this off. So that one went through much faster because the plate was pretty hot already to begin with. If you get any overfoiling, I don't know that I have much of it, but maybe like those ends aren't very crisp. You can just take any old eraser and just go over it and get rid of whatever you think might be an imperfection. On this one I had a little bit of little foil specks there. I don't even know if you can see them. But anyhow, usually when it's still warm, I like to go over it with an eraser. I definitely wouldn't use like a red eraser like this one. Just any, you know, clear white eraser, white, whatever light color eraser, just in case if you're using this on here, it might, you know, transfer. But it'll just pick that up for you. So let's do our die cutting. Okay guys, so we have these two, and then we have our die. So just place that on there, and you can see pretty much where you're die cutting right in there. So I am going to just make sure that looks really good around the hello friend. And when you put your tape down, let's make sure we are not putting it on the foil, because you don't want to rip up the foil you just took time to make or to do. So I always put my tape, I'm just trying to make sure that's pretty straight. I'll do the same thing with the white one. You know, like here. Let me get away from that end there. And over here. And I'll go ahead and run that through. And I'll do the same thing with this other one. This is how it just, everything just comes out. And you have all these sentiments all at once. Very cool. I will give you a measurement on this really quickly. Hopefully you're still watching, because I forgot to give you a measurement on that. just in case you have a smaller machine. It is about just over 3 inches by 3.5, let's say. Okay, I'll do the same thing for the white sentiments, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys. And let's just go ahead and pop those guys out. They really want to stay on there. On this one. Okay, this paper was thicker than that paper, so that's probably why. Okay, so let me just see what I want to do with these. If I'm just going for it, just putting them right on here. You know, you can also cut them out in drop shadow. That's always very cute. We have hello friend. I still have hello and friend over here. I mean, I guess you can drop shadow them together if you wanted that. And then if I did that, then let's say, hope your day is as relaxing as a walk on the beach. Hope things are sunnier soon. Let's see, it's gonna make summer memories. Oh, that's cute. Time for another adventure. Maybe we go with this popped up and then this stuck down. So let me put some dimensionals on this. I'll be right back. So I put dimensionals on these guys, but you know what? As I'm doing that, to make this pop a little more, since I do have the white background, I have this really cool red paper. Came out of a kit from a long time ago from Spellbinders, but I think I'm going to glue this to a corner. Let's see, where's my corner that's like here? And then cut that out. Then I'll have that little red around there. So we have some red, the blue, and then, you know, it just coordinates better with the background and makes it pop. So I'm going to take that guy. I know that corner is not straight, but I'm just going to cut that down in just a moment. Something like that. A little more this way. There we go. Okay. And I mean, you can definitely eyeball that with a scissor, but I like to trim things down on my paper trimmer if I'm going to do that. So, just kind of eyeballing that. I'll eyeball it from this side over here since this side's more complete. Just get it as close as I can to where I think if it cut here, it's going right there, maybe a little bit closer. Okay. I mean, it was purely eyeballing. I'm a little bit off, but I can still move this, which is interesting. So this paper is kind of an interesting paper. It's not just your standard cardstock. I think it came in like one of the Christmas kits from Spellbinders. Okay, there we go. And then from here, you can definitely just cut with your scissor or, again, your paper trimmer if you are afraid. So there we go. Let me clean up, and then we will pop this onto our card. Okay, so there we go. And I'm just going to glue this one down just right in the center. I mean, it would also look very cute down over here if you're going to make it landscape. I'm going to stick this down, then everything else will just kind of fall into place. Again, eyeballing how straight that is, because that's just typical of what I do. I'm looking at this line over here and this one here. Oh, my card is crooked, so that doesn't really help, does it? Okay. Okay, and then I'll just take the carriers off this guy. Let's take this one down first. And what I'm eyeballing is where that is and how straight it is. And then for this one, I'll take the carriers off and I'll stick it down so it's kind of about the same spacing, like a 1/4 inch from the edge of that one, right? And I'll be right back. Hey guys, so there's our card with that cute stencil background. Hello friend, it's time to make summer memories. Very cute. And I have all these guys to play with very shortly. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope that gave you a nice glimpse or really good look at the new Spellbinders kits for June of 2024. I'll have the links in the description box. I will follow up with more videos for all the different kits, of course, and I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.